It's that time of the week where Roo Raceway returns to continue round 1 of the European Championship as the spectators arrive by the regional express passenger train. Here are the competitors in Heat 4 to Heat 6. 18 cars and drivers will compete head-to-head for 9 spots for round 2 before further elimination to the main event in round 3. And believe me, things will only get tougher as everyone battles to survive the elimination. We'll have more details about the main event and the elimination in round 2 in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at the folks at the all-star team of Heat 4 as they are preparing to race. Red Porsche 944 is driven by Superman Stephen King from DTF Racing. Bugatti Chiron is driven by Shippy Zolandis from Unicorn Racing. The blue Volvo 850 wagon is driven by Lucas Smith from TBM Racing. The blue Porsche 911 driven by Chris Gilbert. Camille Smith driven the Porsche Panamera Turbo S from TBM Racing. But last but not least, the BMW M2 Coupe driven by Big Connor from Team Best. Here they are, the starting line, ready to go. Wow, it's only lap 1 and Stephen King's already flexing his muscle by leading the race, but then Lucas Smith fought hard with that Volvo and took over, while Camille got 3rd. The Smith family is holding on the grip of advance, as you can see. Time for lap 2, then they are eager to race. Here we go. The table has officially turned against Stephen King, with Camille taking the lead. Lucas keeps number 2, but Shippy Zolandis sneaked in to 3rd, with the Bugatti leaving Stephen behind. Well, all this has come at a cost though. As you can see, Stephen flung onto the train tracks, while Ships himself isn't doing any better because he has flipped over. It was a nail-biting finish on lap 2, and now it's time for final lap. All eyes are on Stephen King and the Smith family. Who will make it to round 2 in Heat 4? Let's find out. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. The Smith family has took the flag, with Lucas winning the first position by the bumper against Camille, who got 2nd. Stephen King managed to hold on to the 3rd position in round 2, while others just can't catch up. So there you have it, folks. The TBM Racing has a major victory in Heat 4 with a Cinderella-type family success story, while Stephen King also advanced to round 2 despite the close call. Hey, let's face it, the truth is that Superman doesn't disappoint when he's got his mojo back. After the all-star race, it's time to move on to Heat 5. Let's introduce the cars and drivers from respective teams. First, we have Eric Zed driving the black Porsche Carrera from Sombrero Local Racing Team. Drift King Tommy driven the McLaren Sierra from RV Autosports Team. Frozen driving the Porsche 917 from Team Ice Cold. Lamborghini driven by Shinji Wanatabe from SWB Motor Team. Samu Kako driving the Alpine 810 from Monco Competition. And finally, Kilo driving the Jaguar XJ220 from Team Key Racing. Let's find out who will advance. Shinji is taking the lead with the golden Lambo in style, but the real fight is between Kilo in the Jag and Samu Kako in A110. Samuel has just won by a little bit, as you can see, and everyone is standing by at lap 2. And here we go, time to find out who are the winners. The truth is, Shinji has no intention to slow down as Eric Z lifts his game and pull ahead of Kilo's Jag and snatched number 2. Samu Kako and the rest of them have to fight very hard in the final lap if they even want to make it to round 2. Wow, Shinji has ruled the race from Alpha to Omega, as you can see in this action replay. Eric Z amazingly continued his lead into the second position, and Kilo has fended off Samu Kaku's dream to advance into round 2 by just a little bit. It was a very cutthroat competition indeed, and here are the winners of Heat 5, Shinji Wanatabe, Eric Z and Kilo, moving on to round 2. And now it's time for the final group, Heat 6, as the drivers square off amongst themselves to move up the food chain. We have the Aston Martin Vulcan driven by Frozen Tuna 52 from Team Ice Cold, McLaren Sienna driven by Rody from Red House Racing, Porsche Panamera Turbo S driven by Justin Young from Pegasus Racing, Lamborghini driven by Jake Leroy from Unicorn Racing, Porsche 934 driven by Hunter B from Team Best, and Lotus Esprit driven by Armory from Gunman Lou's Outlaw team. It was a very tight race between Rody in that McLaren and Justin in that Porsche 4-door as they battled neck and neck. Justin lost by just a little bit, while Jake Leroy and Lambo stole the 3rd place with a bit of a luck. Anyway, it's time for lap 2, here we go. It seems the result hasn't changed one bit, but this time it seems all the races have closed in on each other, with Rody only managed to get a clean lead in lap 2 by half a car length. And speaking of which, final lap is here, so who will qualify to round 2, and will there be any more surprises? Rody has pulled off a dramatic comeback, leaving Justin behind despite the lead of 2 laps in a row, while Armory did his best to overtake Jake Leroy, but missed again by a tiny little bit. This is devastating news for Armory, while Jake Leroy was wiping sweat off his forehead, and we can't deny that luck is on his side. So there you have it, folks. Here are the winners of Heat 6. And speaking of which, here are all the 18 cars who have made it from Heat 1 to Heat 6. Congratulations to the 18 drivers and the respective teams. Well done to you all. Next time around 2, things will get tougher with the extended track and only 6 spots available as 18 cars fight to enter the main event. Who will survive and who will go? Find out next time on Roo Raceway. Until then, drive safe, stay at home, and be the winner.